Hey, last time I did a YouTube video, it was on changing a flat. This time I'm going to do it on cleaning your chain. Yesterday I went for a bike ride and it rained. And sometimes in the rain, and most times in the rain, it kicks up a lot of the debris off the road. And if your cameraman would get in here, you can see there's a lot of little granules of sand on my chain, tons of it, and this is not good for my gear. Plus it does need it cleaning because it is quite dirty in there today. I have not cleaned it this year and I've probably put close to 1,000 kilometers on it, so it's way due for a cleaning. So that's what we're gonna do. So any degreaser is good. I went with Spray 9. I actually try to use orange or citrus of some sort. I find that it does clean the best. I just bought it, so I'm going to spray the whole thing, just to let it soak in a bit as well. I ripped up some old t-shirt. I find cotton t-shirts work the best, and you'll see why I choose that as well eventually. Now, another thing I have is a chain cleaner. These things are great, and if you just say chain cleaner a few times on your phone, I'm sure the advertisement will hit you, and you'll be able to see it on your Facebook, YouTube, or whatever you're watching. So now I spray it in here, into the chain cleaner. It's got all these little bristles. Sometimes there's a line. This one doesn't have a line. I'm going to go a little higher. Then what you do here, let's go this way. Okay. So, it's got the bristles. I've used this one before. This is my cottage one. Go in between, go right there, and then you come back here, and this will clean your chain nicely. Do this a few times. You can go the other. Whoa! Can you go the other way? No, you can't go the other way. So there you go. You can only go one way. Okay, so I'm gonna pop that off. I know it's not perfectly clean, but it's pretty darn good. Next is I'm gonna take my rag here. I'm gonna go forward to get my chain back on this thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna open up my gear here. My brake, that is, excuse me. Unlock. And pop it out. I have to let a little bit of air out to get it out. There we go. Lay my bike back down. Yeah, it's on the grass. But anyway, here's where we really get to the cleaning part, and this is where the t-shirt comes in. As I have a technique here that requires, go with this one instead right now. So what I do is I start here, and I just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then I go into between the first teeth, and I go back and forth, back and forth. And now you can see it's starting to clean it. Now this is one way of doing it. There's another way, and that is taking it completely apart and cleaning it, which I do at the end of the year all the time. This is my in the middle of the season, in the middle of the summer cleaning. It's important to do it more often than I have this year. But you know, and I gotta say, that was my first time. I haven't raced at all this year, obviously, and so that is one of the reasons why I haven't cleaned my bike. I usually clean it before a race. The other is rain. I always clean it after rain because that's when the most amount of sand is in here, and sand will do some damage. Well, you know what, I'm gonna say, yeah, it will. It's gritty and it just really ruins components. and it's in this. This will take you 20 minutes to do a really thorough job, and you just pick. You can already see. Look at the difference of how clean the first two are. Look in between. See how in between? How clean that is already. And tomorrow when I go for my big long ride, this will be really nice. Okay, so we're gonna pause. I guess the other ones were all black. Okay, one last clean. Okay. Just make it nice and clean and tidy. You know what? Clean your spokes too. That's nice. Clean your rims while you're at it. It doesn't hurt at all. Get your bike. You're cleaning your bike. Clean your bike. You know, there's, especially like I said, after rain, you get all that sand on there. I was in the middle of my ride, and the rain came down. It was actually quite nice because it's usually quite hot and windy, and it took off the heat, and it was nice and cool after that. So cleaning your hub. All my spokes are now clean. My rim is clean. Okay, now I'm going to put it back on. And then I'm going to do the chain one more time, because now my oh my goodness, there we go. Now that my cassette is clean and my chain has been sitting on the ground, my chain may have picked up, probably didn't, but may have picked up a little bit more sand. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to give this one more run through, just to make sure that chain is not dirty. I did it on grass today. Look at that, picking up some grass right there. Grass is not nearly as bad. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Aha, caught. There we go. Guess I had to hold it. So now my chain and my rear cassette are nice and clean. So what else do I have to clean? Now that those are clean, grab another part of my t-shirt rag. I'm going to clean my big ring. That may have stuff on it. Let's see. I ride a 55, just like Peter Sagan. See, I got all the dirt up here, so I want to kind of clean that up as well. As you can see, I ride with a couple of pumps. I ride in my rides are in a rural area where there is nothing, so I carry a lot of extra stuff with me just in case, because my short rides are 40K and my long rides are about 120K. Don't normally go above that. I will occasionally, but not too often. Was out yesterday, and like I said, it was rainy a bit, but it was also no winds, which was nice, because up here we get winds. And oh yeah, so look at now, I got a whole bunch of grease here, and I want to clean that up too, because you know, once you're cleaning your bike, clean your bike. And so tomorrow when I go out for a nice long ride, it'll probably feel really nice, because I won't have the grit all in the teeth. You can see, if Ethan will come in here, you can see how clean that is. So next I want to lube it up. I want to get some, and because I'm at the cottage, I didn't have any. So sometimes you're gonna have to make do. I actually ran out and got some 3-in-1. No, right? Okay, so now I want to put a little bit on my chain, and I want to run it through. Well, I can go backwards too, in fact. So I'll just do that. Run it up and down. Change your gears while you're at it. Try to get them all lubed back up again. Now, they have some really good lubes out there that actually will keep the dirt off. Like I said, I'm up where I am, and this being COVID times when I'm shooting this, not much is available. I guess I could find something online, but anyway, this is pretty much it. Now you have a clean gear, you have a clean cassette, you have a clean big ring, you've wiped down your bike as well, and tomorrow's ride will be beautiful. Thanks very much, YouTubers. That is cleaning your chain and cassette.